Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback on every purchase. What's cashback?
It's
In a verifiably fabricated survey.
Hello. Oh, wait. Might have to redo this. Give me 1 second. Hello. Hello. Let's see. Hello. Let's see. It's only coming to the left. Hello. Let's see. It's only coming to the left. Hello. It's only coming to the left. Hello? No. Hello. Now, what is going on here? It's only coming out on the left side. Is that still right? Here only coming out on the left side. That's still right? It is still coming up. It is. Hello? Okay. Hello? Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, hello. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right. Guess that's all I needed to do. So we're good there. We can swing this over here. We will go ahead and pull up. We don't have any overlays. I've never streamed I mean, they're all right here, but I've never streamed how we are streaming nowadays. It's been a long. I used to stream like way too much beer league, but haven't done it in a while. Haven't done it as much for sure. But beer league or not, I've never streamed to where you can just stream without logging in anywhere, which was unheard of until right now as we're doing it. So used to, you only were able to stream by logging in, and then you could connect and everything. But that's not the case anymore. So you can just put in a stream key and hit live. So I'm actually not even logged in anywhere. So that's just so weird to me. But don't understand it, but not going to complain about it because it is nice. Don't have to be sharing passwords or anything. You just need the stream key and you press go live. So, but give me 1 second. I'm going to try to turn on my cam and then we'll get it going. And then I should probably. Oh, my mic is like way too loud. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. And they go Baron. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, so maybe a little bit lower. And then we do the face cam. Hello. Maybe not that big. Let me put it down here. Okay. And let me send a message into the chat. Time to go find the beer league link. There it is. Boom. Copy. Paste. Boom. And the stream has officially begun. All right. So, got some two just absolute juggernauts here. So this should be a pretty good series. I'm expecting some pretty high quality gameplay here. So on the left we got WTF taking blue side. On the right we got CR taking red side. And they're going to go ahead and start at the bans with Nidalee going against Eric29, Yasuo going against Bernie, and Nefiri, jungle champion, so I'm going to say Eric29 as well. However, I haven't personally seen that, but I haven't been scouting them because we played them week 1. And then on the right side, we got a Yunara ban and a Zeri ban, kind of similar to what we did when we played WTF just a couple weeks ago, banning out Snark, who's their ADC, and in many people's opinion, or at least mine, the best player on that team, and usually carries most of the games if they're gonna be winning it. And then Karma is also gonna be banned out, most likely their support. She likes to play enchanters, so that would do it. And then the first pick, Varus, could be. I mean, Varus is an okay first pick. You can go lethality, or you can go on hit, so that gives you some flexibility. Also picking ADC or really bot lane in general. First pick is nice because no one else wants to pick first, so don't blame them there. And then it could also be a takeaway. I don't know who's CR's Stone G. I don't know if he plays it or not. I'm not sure. But what he does play is MF, as he locks in MF, and they're going to lock in the Nautilus. I like that lane a lot. And on the left side, they're going to pick up the Lee Sin and Galio, which Galio could be flexed, could be support. I don't think their support plays Galio. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at their team in a couple of weeks, so I forget exactly. But could also go mid or really top. You can throw it really wherever you want. Same thing with Swain. However, we do already see the ADC locked in, so it's probably going to be Swain mid, but in theory, could go top lane as well. And then on the rest of the bans, you got Set coming in, and also I'm going to go look at this lobby. So you got Stone G, Caress. I don't think Caress is their usual player. I think we got a sub here for Bernie. No, Bernie's there. Who is he subbing in for? Well, now I got to think about who's their actual roster. Now I forget. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah. I guess. Oh, okay. I guess Crest is their mid laner. I just don't remember that. Is that right, though? We sure about that? Yep, we're sure about that. Interesting. Okay. All right, Crest is their mid laner. I probably should have done that because he also played in our series. But they're going to band out, or they're going to finish out the bans with Mordekaiser and then Emilio, and that'll be it for the bans. And then on the right side, they're going to pick up a Diana. Don't love that pick. I mean, I see what they're going for, kind of all-in type, wombo, not even all-in, but wombo combo type play there. But Swain, Diana, double AP jungle. You usually want to be a different damage type than your mid laner. But maybe it's a situation where, draft is in a place where maybe their top laner doesn't play a whole lot of AP champions. I have no idea. But that could be what's going on here. On the left side, they're going to pick up Renata, which you don't see very often, I feel like, but can definitely be a good champion. And then Cho'Gath. I've seen a lot of that in ranked recently, so it's probably going to be a Cho'Gath top and a Galio mid. So pretty good comps here. play style wise, like I said, I feel like CR Wombo combo. They're trying to get the Diana off into the MF, but also very skirmishy. Diana skirmishes Swain and Zahin. So all three of them are pretty good. MF, not really, not a skirmisher. And then on the left side, it'll be interesting to see. I think the Varus would go on hit, but I have no idea. Because Diana can get tanky, Swain can get definitely tanky, Zahin can definitely get tanky, and Nautilus can get tanky. So I would expect to see it on hit, but I have no idea. We saw an AP one last night in our series. Could always go that route as well. But if I had to guess, probably on hit. And then their comp is kind of got a lot of crowd control, a lot of things to just, I feel like theirs is just kind of front to back, kill whoever's in front of you. Let the Galio and the Cho'Gath, just tank up as much as you can. Drop down a Renata ult, Lee Sin just do his thing, find a pick maybe in the fight. And then Varus. So, Varus is going to be a big source of their damage. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this map. But I would definitely be looking to gank the Varus because I feel like if the Varus gets behind, good luck to WTF. I just don't think... I feel like that just kind of ruins their comp. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. WTF's a really good team. So I'm not doubting either of these drafts. This is just what I'm seeing. And if I had to say, just based off of draft alone, honestly, off of draft alone, I would say WTF. I just think they have more annoying champions. I think CR is... I can kind of see what they're going for, but at the same time, I'm not sure about this Swain Diana. If this is something different here in the jungle, and then maybe you go something, maybe even Cho'Gath or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. This doesn't stick out to me as something spectacular or anything. But yeah, what do you guys think? Thoughts, opinions? Also, while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. So, what does this game mean? Let's see. So currently, you're looking at it correctly. These teams have a combined 1 series loss, and they're the top 2 teams in theory. Yeah, they're both really good teams. There's not a whole lot to say about it. So here, WTF has been dominant the entire season. Dropping 4 games the entire time, which is just absurd. And then CR, same thing, 5 games, absolutely absurd. But CR has not played WTF clearly because we're doing a single round robin if you've been keeping up with Beer League. So for context, there's only 2 weeks left. And also for more context, pretty much all 3 of these teams are locked. Actually, has IQ played? IQ is not played, so in theory, IQ could make it to the top 3, but I would be surprised if they did just because matchups. But yeah, so this match actually means a lot because let's see, how does this play out at 21? Yeah, either way. So if CR wins, they're guaranteed first seed pretty much. If they lose, they go down to 3rd seed because my team, Win in Rome, would jump them because they would have 2 losses. We would have just 1. So, and I think does CR have a bye? Yeah, so they were supposed to play Noing. But yeah, so that's kind of how that works. So it's actually a pretty important game because how this works, if you haven't been paying attention or just don't know it yet, is in Beer League Stout, I was going to say light, in Beer League Stout, the playoff seeding is determined by the top 3 seeds. So pretty much they get to pick, starting with the top seed, who they want to play from the bottom seeds. So having, the the difference between for CR, difference being seed 1 compared to seed 3 is, that's 2 teams that you might not be able to face that you wanted to. So pretty big deal, I would say. So I think both of these teams are definitely going to be going pretty hard tonight to get this win. And then for WTF, I mean, they win this week. It's pretty much guaranteed that they're going on, unless 2 can pull out like some crazy upset, because 2 has been struggling this season. We played PDX, could be a good match. And then, that's right, and then CR, yeah. So this is really this is CR's last chance. So we'll see what happens, but it should be a fun one, and we're about to load in, so let's get it. Zor says, WTF will wipe the floor. Wow, okay. I think it's going to be a close one. I would be surprised if they wiped the floor. Now, could it be a 2-0? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being a 2-0 WTF, but I don't think these games are just going to be absolutely dominations or anything. Which, if you look at the scoreline, 2-0, this team got just destroyed, but in reality, it could mean it was actually a pretty close series, and, both teams were fighting. But we'll have to just wait and see, but wait no longer because we are loading in. All right, here we go. So nothing crazy. I mean, Zahin taking Ignite, totally a Bernie thing. Very aggressive laner, so I'm sure we'll be watching him a bit. And let me make sure this is coming through the stream. Yep, looks like we're good. So let me tab back over. Minimap frame. Interesting. You can undo the frame. I don't know why you'd want to do that. And we do have a little thing going on here, but they did see him, so they're going to back off. Oh, interesting. So they thought they might start bot bush. That's why they walked like that. I was like, that's not the greatest pathing there if you're going to try to invade this try. But that is, in fact, not what they're doing. Now, this is interesting. They haven't grabbed a ward over here yet. I'm not sure why. Bro, if I'm Lee Sin, I'm like in their base right now. But interesting. I don't know why he didn't ward that. A little strange. I'm not sure what Dan is doing. Looked like he was walking back to base there for a second. So yeah, players to watch this game. If you've never watched either of these teams, like I said on WTF, player to watch, Snark for sure. Definitely their best player. Carries a lot of their games. Just plays really well. Good positioning. Understands the game for sure. And then on the right side, Bernie, definitely a bit of a monster in the top lane. I haven't watched as much Pure League as I usually do this season, so I don't know exactly how dominant he has been. But in the past, he has been by far and away the best top laner. And he's just very aggressive, as we can see with his Ignite. Now, the jungle, I would say Eric definitely has the upper hand, but I think Hero Stratus is good. So I don't think it's going to be like some, mega gap either way. And then another shout out is Stone G. Guy is pretty good, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays against Snark, which is arguably, the best ADC in the league. Nothing too crazy happening here yet. Both junglers just chilling. Diana did get the cheat recall. And we'll probably be saying hello to this Lee Sin, but there are on the waypings 2 Diana's blue, so this could be interesting. But got the cheat back to get the Dark Seal and a pink ward. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get over here, see what's going to happen here. Nope, they're not going to invade. So, oh, but they do see him on the blue. Nothing's going to happen there. Lee Sin's probably going to double scuttle here. I can't imagine they win a 2v2, but we'll see. As a jungler, bro, I'm sprinting right across. Yep, both junglers sprinting right across. But, you know, your lane's pushed up. This one is the one that I see here, and I'm like, clearly, definitely don't go for it. But as a jungler, if I'm Eric 29 here, I'm definitely going for it. And I believe Here's Tries did get it. Here's Tries flashes right away. I'm not sure if that was needed. And they're actually going to win this. So correct me, because I thought Lee Sin Galio would be better skirmishing early, but Zahin gets there in time as well. So it turns into a 3v2 and pretty dominant win there. And despite dying, Diana gets to keep one of her Dark Seal stacks. Huge. Zor says, say it to my face. Zor, you got to get in line, bro. I don't even think you guys are borderline top 3. I'll just say it at that. And when I say that, I mean bot lane. As Bernie gets way too far up without flash, and he is going to go down. So Scott Pilgrim's shutting down Bernie. I'm surprised Bernie didn't back there, but I guess he doesn't have teleport. So has to play these positionings a little bit different. Ooh, Eric tries to get the cannon, does not get it. Scott is just going to flash over. I don't know about that one. It stays for the plate in exchange for his flash. That might come back to bite him, either on a gank or on a Zahin. Just crazy damage. Also, this is the first Zahin in Bear League. Champion, I don't know what they did to him this patch, but first patch came out, seemed pretty good. At least at the beginning. I shouldn't even say at the beginning. At the very beginning, people were trying to first time him ranked, and I got entered like about 10, 15 times by that horrible champion. But then if someone actually knows how to play him, definitely a good skirmisher, tank. I mean, he can do it all. Scott Pilgrim is level 6. How close is he to he's actually pretty far behind. He's like a whole entire half level. Oh my, he's a whole level behind actually, pretty much. Maybe like 3/4 of a level behind. That's still quite a bit. Oh, nice movement by Bernie. Got to watch out for that eat though. Oh, a flash over the wall by Eric 29. Oh, nice. Gets him. Did he eat? No, he didn't eat. He couldn't eat quick enough. The damage was just crazy from Zahin there. I wasn't expecting that either. And Eric has to flash away. There's a kick. Oh my gosh, Eric goes back in after flashing, which is definitely always a mistake. Pretty much. And that'll be a dead Lee Sin, luckily. But overall, not a great play. 2 for 1. And all of CR's bot lane sums used in that, as well as Diana's flash. Oh, nice pull. That is a very dead Renata. And that is a dead Snark, too. Oh my gosh, he actually lives there. That's crazy. MF wasn't expecting the shield from the barrier, and then he started walking away. He was doing a little fade away. Because of that, wasn't in range, and he flashed away. That might be a dead Bernie. Yeah. What? And Varus still gets chased down. Somehow. Pretty even game here. 6-6. No objectives taken so far, but Diana seems to be maybe working on these void grubs over there. Yep, and she does take them down. All three. It's a nice little play there. Diana's going to look in the top side of the jungle. Not going to find anything up there. As Lee Sin is going to start it up. Nautilus does see him. Diana is running across mid to try to contest this. I don't think they're going to get there here in time. Yeah, it's going to be too late unless Nautilus does some like crazy crap here. Stalls him out. Yeah, the Dragon's definitely gone. Stone G doing some damage here on Varus, but maybe not enough because it seems like he's going to die, but he will take one down with him. That's actually a pretty good trade. And a big Diana ult, and this should be a win for Diana, I would assume. Maybe? Have an E? Yeah. Oh, he could have kept going. It doesn't have an E, actually. Hard to play. And another very even fight. 9-9, and pretty much dead even in gold. Now both teams have an objective. That was a big kill by MF to solo the Varus while the Renata was there too. That was a big time kill because if he doesn't get that, that fight goes way different if he doesn't get that. Now Scott up in the top. He's gotten eaten right now, literally. 3-1. 4 stacks on his Dark Seal. What a boring lane this has been in the mid lane, huh? Like, no action at all. Both champions do kind of similar things in the amount of CC they bring as mid laners. I don't think you'd really call these mages, but maybe you do. I would like AP Bruiser. But yeah, there hasn't been much going on in lane, but they have been roaming quite a bit, both of them. Going to these fights in the river. So let's see what happens here. They kind of smell this out, and Lee Sin might be in trouble if they decide to go on him, but they do not decide to use the Knot ult. Diana is looking here, but not going to get into range of anything. Nice Renata ult. As Lee Sin's going to come back from behind. Great. I don't know if Lee Sin knew he could do that or not, but either way, very good. Oh, nice flash, but flash is followed up, and he is going down. But Bernie, good job on buffering Lee Sin ult with his own ult. And they're fighting for this first tier tower, or whoever gets the first tier tower, but it's going to be top lane that's going to get it first, I would assume, right? Yeah, there it is. It will follow up bot lane, though, so trade of towers. Let's look at the gold real quick. Top lane, got a 1.2k gold lead. That's pretty big on Cho'Gath. In the jungle. Oh, they're going in. And Diana says, "Nah, I'm good," but I don't think this is the fight he wants. But actually, it doesn't turn out too bad. Snark uses Flash. So does Stone G. Both ADCs use Flash, and MF is speedy as can be, and she's out of there. But yeah, in the jungle, 500 gold lead for Lee Sin. Not anything crazy. Swain having a secretly massive game in the mid lane. 102 farm. Only about 35 CS over his opponent. So he's actually 1k up right now. And then at the bottom, Stone G on the MF, up about 400, nothing crazy there. And then about a 600 gold lead on the Nautilus, so nothing too crazy. And a nice buffer there too. Zehen getting out all these things with his ult. Now we'll see what goes on here. Will they try to contest? Vars is coming from topside. Stone G taking some crazy aggressive pathing. Oh my gosh. And Lee Sin felt so passionate about that pathing that he literally just flashed over the wall. And that's going to work. And I don't think this one's fightable, but Stone G definitely out of position there. Definitely out of position there. Can't be pathing like that. Also, I don't even know how he got there. His entire team was on Dragon. As we see some type of steal attempt maybe coming in. Let's see his vision. Oh, he can see the health. Let's see if he wants to go for it or not. I'm going to zoom out because there is a fight going on over here. Caress. And Diana's going to go for it, but it is going to be eaten and kind of hard to outsmite and eat. Diana does get a nice ult, but he dies before the damage goes out. MF gets a nice ult as well. Vars is going to go down because of it, and they actually might end up winning this fight. Nope. Galio, okay. It's actually pretty close here, and Bernie's going to... This is a great fight for a Zehen, I feel like. And let's see who wins this. It's definitely going to be Zehen. But no one, because they're going to get out. So pretty even fight there. Dead even in gold. And yeah, I mean that was a pretty even fight. Definitely considering MF. No, MF did get there. She got back. I forgot about that. Yeah, well done. But you can already kind of see how just brawly these fights are going to be. They're both just going in. And they're both just going at it. I mean, there's really not much to it. You know, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, Diana engage, like maybe a Lee Sin kick, like those things are like very situational. You know, maybe you need like a good engage, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just two teams running at each other. I'd say the Renata ult kind of falls into there as well, and maybe the MF. Okay, so maybe it is more than I previously said, but MF gonna do some damage here, quite a bit of it too. Vars already half health. Vars peels back, though. Get some damage off. 2 dragons over to side of WTF, though. That's nice to have in these close games, having the advantage there. Nice ult from Snark, but will there be enough to follow up on it as he's just going to ult and dead? Okay. I'm not sure about the MF ulting. I mean, maybe he just said, hey, I'm not going to be able to get out in time anyway, so might as well just go for it. But, yeah, fair enough. As Rift is going to be started up. Stone G nowhere to be found as he's in the vortex of death, and they're going to try to go in here. Zehen all by himself on the backside. This might just be a leave the man out as he does ult, doesn't quite buffer it. Massive knock up coming in, but this just does not like it's going to win unless Swain just does Swain things, which he's getting close to being able to do Swain things, and my gosh, they need some heal cut, but it is going to be enough. MF is here, doesn't have ults, but this might be fightable, actually. I think you just kill him, MF, unless Lee Sin has crazy heal reduc. He does. It's a Lee Sin, and that is a dead Lee Sin of that. What a back and forth game, my goodness. Cho'Gath doesn't have eat, so I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know about that one, Chief. He's just going to walk out, though. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't just turn that around. I mean, maybe they just didn't know that he didn't have eat. Var's going to hit the ult. But they might have chewed off a little bit more than they could. Oh my gosh, the Varus just one taps the MF. And the Diana does literally no damage. Feels bad. Diana is going tank. Do get mid turret down. So it feels like the Swain is going to be the biggest part of this game. You know, I really do think they need some heal cut though. I don't see any of it so far. I think on both sides, honestly, they need heal cut pretty badly, but especially WTF. Diana gets kicked out of the fight and gets eaten. That's actually pretty massive. This might be a fight that they want to take. If I'm Caress, I'm just continuously running at them right now. No Cho'Gath eat, no Lee Sin kick there. I feel like they should have maybe forced on them a little bit harder. I don't think MF was there, and I know Diana's backing, so maybe that they were just like, hey, we can't do it. That's understandable, but there might have been an angle there. Stratus is all by himself here, but it does have Snark over the wall. Some alright damage comes out from there, but Varus is also wasted, so it's not really that big of a deal. Nice Cho'Gath double knockup, as Zahin is almost already dead, and he is dead. Oh my gosh, a massive Cho'Gath knockup in the back line. And I mean, the Diana is just useless. Like, yeah, she gets off some damage, but my god, like, she gets off a good ult, but she doesn't get off any damage. Like, she's doing nothing. Wow, this is a big fight from Cho'Gath. I think he got a 2-man knockup at the beginning, and then he might have been a 4-man knockup right after that. But the Swain didn't have ult that fight, I don't believe. So I think that was kind of a big factor in why that went so poorly. And they're going to pick up the dragon and the Otacon. So the first gold lead really of the game opens up here after that fight. Before it was pretty close. Now it's starting to open up a little bit. 3.5k gold lead. As you can see, top lane still got a 1k gold lead. Jungle now has a very large gold lead, 2k, which is definitely problematic when one of your best players is down 2k. Not even because you're just, if it's your best, one of your best players, like, he just usually knows how to deal the damage correctly, you know, output a lot of damage when he is fed. So him not having items is actually a pretty big deal. Galio down 1.2k, so their hope still remains in this Swain. ADC Snark doing what he does best, 2.5k gold lead there, and support's pretty much even. True, as well. Fustra points that out. It is a takeaway. This Lee Sin pick, but they do both play it, so. So still got 3 minutes until this next dragon. Baron spawns in a minute. I don't think anyone will be trying to burst that thing down. I mean, WTF has... they're both teams are okay at Baron, but I wouldn't say either of the teams are excellent, personally. And it is on hit Varus, if you haven't already seen that by the items. And, oh my gosh, a Lee Sin flash all the way to get the Diana. I don't know about that, dude. The Diana's been doing nothing all game. No offense to Eric, but it's going to work because Renata gets a great ult. And Swain's also going to go down. It's a triple kill for Snark, and this game is falling apart pretty quick here. Because that is probably going to be an inhib, if I had to guess. Just very disjointed there. And I'm going to try to get off some damage with an ult, but going to get punished for it. Everyone's dead. This might just be a game if they want it to be. They could easily just force this down. They have a wave right behind them. Let's see what they do. If I'm them, I'm into the game here. They say, nah. But, I mean, they could definitely be into the game. Right here, tower's probably already dead. This one is, if they're all on it right now. Now they're onto the second tower. Diana's just now out. This one's probably pretty much gone by now. Now Swain's up. I mean... I'm kind of surprised it didn't end there, honestly. That looked pretty easy. I mean, it would have been like, yeah, kind of close, but your team is so far ahead at this point. I mean, you have a lot of CC. I mean, Galio, Cho'Gath, both massive. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter, but still surprises me, though. Well, if you are CR right now, what are you doing? Personally, I don't know, dude. Diana's just so useless. I mean, I love Diana. Play her all the time. But in this game, holy moly. Literally doing nothing. Like, they just feel like they do not have enough damage. Like, look at this Cho'Gath. This Cho'Gath could literally stand here for, like, 8 years. Let's go ahead and put the team fight mode on. As Eric 29's almost already dead. And Zahin is dead. And, nah, everyone's just dead. All right, they're trying to pad stats. Oh, surely we're not going to hit the Baron here, right? The game's completely over. What? Okay, okay, they're padding stats. Okay, now they're going for the end. Still, I appreciate the attempt from Stone G. And that is a pretty clean game. I mean, it was a close game, probably until 17, 18 minutes, something like that. But, yeah, they kind of just took over. And kind of like I predicted, I just liked WTF's comp more. The Diana Swain just did not work. Specifically the Diana. I kind of hated the Diana there. But you know what? They tried it. And, yeah. I mean, Stone G got caught out a couple times in crucial spots in the mid game, right before fights. That did not help either. So maybe drafting and positioning would probably be the two big takeaways I would have from a game like this. And honestly, Bernie kind of got gapped too, like even in lane. So I don't know if he's not comfortable against Cho'Gath or what, but. Yeah, it's an end angle. Yep. Especially with how much beef they have. They can tank that all day. They want I mean they could have easily done that. They want the I mean, bro, they're just padding their stats. I respect that. I get it. Also, we gotta look at the stat board after this. Plenty extra. Trevor can't fan him. Yeah. Bernie comes back with a vengeance here. I can sense it. Well, they're gonna need it because if he's supposed to be one of their best players, he needs to gap. Well, maybe not even gap, but have a lead. I mean, he was down like 1K pretty much the entire game there. I don't think I even have the new champion. How's it saying I don't have any champions? Weird. Very weird. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I assume we're probably going to get on our way in a second, but while we do that, we're gonna look at these stats real quick. Champion stats are gonna be interesting. Let's look at champion stats first. So this is pretty cool. If you haven't already checked it out, which I assume you have if you're playing in the beer league, but this is beer league website and it's tracking stats pretty much to the T. Jarvan, most played, Melio, so that's a mid lane. Well, my ADC plays Mel, so I was gonna say, jungle most played, mid lane most played, but that's not true. That's a flex. Melio, most played support, Monkey King, aka Wukong, could be flex as well. Set, Mordekaiser, Galio. So it looks like there's just a smaller pool of top lane, like top lane. Like a lot of these top 10 are top lane champions. Sivir, actually Smolder, the most played ADC, really. Kind of surprising. Best KD, Mel. Yeah, sounds about right. Best overall KD, Akali. In Italy. Hey. Hold up. Someone just played in Italy last night and go pop off or something? What's going on here? What's that happening? Kills. Actually, per game is so much better. Kills overall mean nothing. Kills per game. Graves at 15. Wow, someone had a really good game on Graves. 15, 3, and 15. Sounds like a Pyron type game, if you ask me. Akali, Karthus, Nidalee. Whoa. What? Look at this stat. This is crazy. 4 games, 13 kills, 1 death, 11 assists. Gosh, dang, we got some good Nidalee players in this league. That's like crazy. 13-1 over 4 games. I mean, that's some serious stuff. Pentakills. There's been a pentakill in Italy. Smolder, Mel, Victor, Tristana, Twitch, Italy. And tell me that Twitch. Tell me the ADC is not broken. ADC. Well, really, APC. Honestly, all 5 of those can be in the top lane, or I'm sorry, in the bottom lane. How OP is that? Zeri, Smolder, Tristana, MF. I mean, my gosh, the role is so broken. That's crazy. But don't worry, guys. We're gonna give it a 7th item in like free gold and what else did this? I think the ADCs start out with like 10 kills now or something like that next season. So that should be interesting. As we are getting on our way with the draft. Welcome. I've been watching the Cowboys game as well on my other screen. Also eating Chipotle right now. Shout out to Chipotle. But I will turn on my face cam again. Huh. It's not showing. Oh, I see. Bink. All right, back into the draft. WTF taking, CR staying with Red Side. See if they have to cook up here I don't know who got side selection first game, but same sides. They're going to band out Yasuo, Nidalee, Tristana. Tristana was not the same as game one. Don't believe. Yeah, they banned out Nefiri, so they left open Nefiri this time. Let's see if they want to pounce on that. And on the right side, they're going to ban out the exact same thing. Yanara, Karma, and Ziri. And on the left side, they're going to pick up Kaisa. On the right side, they're going to pick up Lucian Nami. Oh my gosh. They said, you know what? Snark, one of the best ADCs. Snark, Lelouch, probably one of the best duos in the bot lane in ADC or in Beer League. But CR said, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go super aggro lane, and we're just going to try to destroy you. Which is fair. Honestly, they played pretty well against them last game. You know, they didn't get absolutely murdered until later. But laning phase-wise, they kept up with them. So I respect that. Mel is going to be picked into the Nami, which sucks for the Nami because pretty much the Nami cannot use her wave anymore. That's probably going to be Mel mid. I mean, in a crazy world, Mel support maybe. I don't think that's good, but we shall see. Doesn't seem like a Lelouch champion anyways. Vi. Oof. I kind of hate Vi, I'm going to be honest. Vi is just completely dog right now. Unless... Wisely? Bro. We're going to go look at the batch notes really quick. Sejuani. Okay, Sejuani did get buffed recently. And I believe AP Sejuani got buffed. So will we see that? I don't know. But let's see. Sejuani probably going to be in the jungle. Could be top lane as well. If you're going AP, might as well just throw it mid. So really a triple flex here. I like that pick. CR thinking about their bans here. Where do they think the Mel's going? They don't think it's going top, I can tell you that. So they are going to ban out Malphite. They are going to ban out Nefiri. So they don't think that's going jungle then. Unless they're playing Nefiri in another lane. CR. So they're kind of convinced the Sejuani might be going to a lane. And Leona ban. So they do think Mel is going mid. They're pretty convinced of that. I do like the Leona ban if they do think that it's going mid. And, I don't know, Kaisa, Mel, they kind of want to do different things. And Vi. So Kaisa, Vi, all in. Mel, definitely not going in. So some kind of opposite thing. There's a fly, right in front of my face. Some opposite play styles here so far, which my team made the mistake of at some point. A couple weeks ago? Actually, when we played WTF, we locked in. Dang it. We locked in Mel when we should have locked in Kaisa. A TF. Very interesting. Okay, WTF going crazy here with a Vi pick and a TF pick. And a Mel pick. So now it's really, okay, where's this Mel going? Unless it's TF top. Oh boy, they locked it in. TF. It's got to be male support. That's what I would guess. Don't think they're going to put in TF top. And if they are, they're going crazy. Aurora could be a flex too, though. Aurora top, Sejuani jungle. There's a lot of flex on here. They should give us some clarity, though. Whenever WTF picks here. Orin. Okay, so it is going to be male support. TF mid. Don't love the male support, but it's better than male mid, I think, in this particular situation. Overall, definitely not. Male ADC is the best, then male mid. Support isn't even on the list. So, but if you're gonna tell me that I had to choose Mel here, and if she can go mid or support, I like it more support in this very particular situation, as they're going to pick up the Mordekaiser. So it is going to be the Sejuani jungle all along, as they pick up the Mordekaiser. They could have been flexing it the whole time. That's always a nice strategy to do when you're red. They got a lot of AP damage here for CR. Kind of worries me. But at the same time, they don't have a lot of tank on WTF, so they do have the Orin, but that's pretty much it. Look at all those beer league people. 133. Dude, I'm going to get this fly, bro. It's like a little gnat. It's not even a fly. Got a bathroom break going on, so while we do that, let's go vision score here. Rel, Pike, Rakan. Okay, what's the most for a non-support? Got it. Let's go. Most for a non-support is Fiddlesticks. Most likely. Elise. Graves. Yes. Once I start up the draft, we'll start looking at the actual game. But for now, Season 1 of Beer League Light. Season 2 of Beer League Stout. What was I gonna do? I got player stats. All right, let's look at the real stuff here per game. KDA. Who has the best KDA? Actually, who's the worst KDA? Muffin Man. I mean, I'm just looking at games, really. Games played. I mean, Vixpian has quite a bit of... Wait, Tai has tons of games. Oh, Tai. What team is Tai on? I don't know. But Tai is struggling. 1.14. He's a late season bloomer. As on the opposite side, Why Rebellion. I know that guy. That's my ADC. 5.75 KD. Holy moly, that guy's cracked. I wish there was a game limit, like filter, like 10 plus games at least, or something like that. Which I think I said that earlier, but I think Ben said it would take a lot of work to do, which is fair. Gold earned per game. Snark. Valid. Let's go. I'm in the top 10. Huge. Gold earned. Snark. By like a long shot, too. I mean, Snark and then... this guy only played 2 games, though. 5 games, 6 games. So really, like, I'm in the top 5, then. Say less. No, I'm top 6. Let's look at CS per game. Snark also at the top of this list, so you can kind of see a trend here. Yeah. Bernie's here in this series. Represent my team. Boom, boom, boom. We like minions. Gold spent, doesn't really do much to me. Lelouch, there you go. So yeah, these are some of the top teams. Snark, Bernie. does seem like they have a lot of people in the top. Scott. Wow. Okay, Scott, I see you. Some of the least deaths in the entire league. Vision score. The Abel Avalon? Is that guy a CEO or something? Anzor? Oh my gosh. Best bot lane in the league. Lelouch there. Eric 29. So yeah, pretty cool stats. Go look at them if you want. If not gonna offend me. And I did want to kind of go over this. So I already went over the top 3, which is probably pretty much locked in, like I said. But the middle of the pack, I guess the middle to the bottom, because it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's pretty much locked in, I think, relatively. Because I think this team has 5 wins. So I think there's a ton of ties here. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of movement here. I have no idea where anyone's going to land. But 2 more weeks left pretty much. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of movement there. Let me look at these patch notes real quick. Kha'Zix gets nerfed. Well, that sucks. So Juana got buffed. Swain got buffed. My gosh, what does he need a buff for? The champion's already OP, but I do need to go to the restroom. Is there not a spectator? We got to go through the spectator way? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm going to go to the restroom, and then we can analyze draft. Okay, we got 2 minutes. All right. We're locked in.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
My chair getting stuck on my headphones. Give us the scoreboard. Give us the chat always. Teams aren't chatting enough, though. Predict the timers. All right. Bernie with another Ignite. A lot of pings coming out for the side of CR. I appreciate that. You know, comp-wise, I'm actually liking CR's comp better this time. Don't like the TF and don't like the Vi. And you can just stop there. Vi is useless. And TF, honestly, hate to say it, useless as well. But we'll see. Sometimes it doesn't matter about comp. Like, if they're just on a heater and they're just freaking better, then, my gosh, you could pick whatever the heck you want. But I don't think that. I think CR might be taking this one. We might be going game 3. We might be going game 3. Oh. Trevor, you tried the honey chicken at Chipotle. I have not. I usually get steak. I have tried the barbacoa before. Actually, maybe have then. Yeah, I think I got the barbacoa and the honey chicken once, like on accident. Like, they just gave me the wrong order, and they put those both in there. Dude, it was so good. Mel is too toxic. Yeah, Mel does go pretty good in this game, but Mel support's kind of garbo, so. Can we get a wager going on game 2? Dude, if I knew how to do that, I would totally do that. How do you do that? I'm tabbing out for a second. Hopefully we're not missing anything. Like 2 more seconds. I can't find it. I tried. I'm in the moderator view. I don't know. Oh, wait. Nope. No idea. I tried. Man of the people as we get an invade. And Eric29 is invading on Sejuani. Okay, this is going crazy hard here. But, dude, I'm telling you, Vi's literally useless. So. But Caress seems to be in a bit of a tough position. That is a crazy invade. Sejuani invading level 3. Now, I don't play Sejuani a lot, so I can't say that if that's his strength or not, but doesn't strike me as a invade type of champion. As Eric29 just takes a massive chunk. Oh, wait, why do I have my face still up, bro? Look at this scuffed stream. Oh, gosh. As we get a fight breaking out here. Some good damage. Really on both sides, but especially on Snark. As I'm going to tab out one more time. Hopefully they don't die here, but... Alright, that's the last time I'm tabbing out all game. Let's put a bet on it. Sejuani looking very ganky here. They're going to go ahead and engage. Snark is very low. Does flash. Nice heal. Connects on the Snark. That should be a dead Lelouch, if I had to guess. Yep. That is a dead Lelouch. Tried to flash. That ain't going to do it, though. Too much damage. Too much damage. So far, looking pretty good. I mean, double their kills, not a big deal. But prediction is looking pretty good. But nothing too crazy happening here. I don't expect, unless something crazy literally happens right now. My gosh. All right, we're going team fight mode. Here we go. Break down the walls. It's going to be smite fight, and the Kaisa gets it, but Lelouch is already dead. My gosh, is that champion useless in the support role? And this, oh, it's going to be a wipe. This is a big dub right here. They get the dragon, but at what cost? Is they're all going to die, and that is a double kill. That is a triple kill to Lucian. Yep. Oh, man. Is it too late to bet? Because, my gosh, I would totally bet on CR. Yeah, I just don't think they have a good comp. Like, where does the damage come from on the side of WTF? Orin does no damage. Vi does no damage. TF does no damage. Kaisa does damage. Mel does somewhat damage. So, it's just like a fight like that. I don't know. I find it very hard for them to win any fight. But if any team's gonna do it, WTF's gonna do it because they're legit. They're definitely legit. Meanwhile, Bernie did already use his ignite at some point. Oh, he got a kill? Did we just completely miss the kill? Bro. Oh, it was at the same time as another kill, I think. Yo, we're backing up for this. Bernie doing his thing. Doesn't look good here, but Mordekaiser is Mordekaiser. Gets the ignite down. And he just flashes on top of him. I think he had flash, but he just didn't expect him to go there. As we're going to get a gank here. Bot lane. They're both going to go down. Wow, great gank. 2 kills. We're going to try to speed it up to get back to live. Surely nothing happens, right? Yep, nothing happens. Back to live. So, only 8 minutes in, and we got a 3K gold lead for the side of CR. As Vi is doing the Void Grubs here, he's going to pick him up. Sejuani probably knows that. That was a big Lucian. How much gold does Lucian have on this back? Only 850, really. I guess he maybe just backed. I don't know. Seems like he would have more. Let's look at the gold leads real quick. You got 700 gold lead in the top for Mordekaiser. You got a pretty much tied jungle in the mid lane, pretty much tied in the bot lane. A 2.6k, or I'm sorry, 1.6k gold lead, and on the Lucian, and support 400 gold lead on the Nami. So really, the gold lead's coming from the bot lane. Seven KP out of 8 so far for the bot lane. Barney taking some push, but isn't really going to do much to him. Barney starting to build up a lead here, and specifically his farm is up 33 right now. That is a large lead already. Fi's got a bit of a lead in the jungle. 12, which is pretty big. It's 3 camps. Next Dragon is in 46 seconds. See what happens here. I don't expect WTF to want to fight that, but we'll see what happens. Pretty much everyone has sums. TF's flash is down. And that's really it. Sejuani's flash is down, so... they look like they repel... Oh, Vi's going in. And a nice ult by TF. They do get Lucian stunned down. And actually, he's going to go down. Wow, nice collapse by the side of WTF. And a fight that they probably shouldn't have won. It looks like they are going to win. So it looked like, oh, they're going to actually pick up one. They're pretty low now. Oh my gosh, Crest is going for it. Oh my gosh, he gets a second. No, surely. Okay. Crazy play, though. Still, getting two shuts down the opportunity for Dragon. But yeah, it was a bit of a force. If you go back, I mean, the Sejuani comes in, and like by the time he's engaging, they're already pretty much under their tower. Then he ults, which, I mean, at this point, you just kind of have to give up on the play. But he decides they want to go in on it, and then I think he gets reflected, too. So, just not a great engage. Put him in a kind of a pickle, and dude, what are the odds? I literally go off of direct again for like 2 seconds, and let's see what happens. An Orin ult comes out, and Orin's like, oh, okay. He just goes for it. I thought Mordekaiser might ult him or something. It might last a little bit longer, but no, he's just dead. And Mordekaiser did have flash. I'm surprised he didn't flash the ult. But back to where I thought it would be is Sierra's going to set up on this dragon and say, come on into us if you want to fight. And let's see their vision here. Lelouch, they are giving it no vision. As a dead dragon, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up back to live. Back to live. Sejuani is here. I don't really like the Sejuani going and like tower diving. But clearly they know their limits a lot better than I do, because holy moly, that was literally perfectly executed. Great work. I wasn't sure because I feel like the reflect does so much work, especially against Sejuani. But and Nami. But didn't matter. That was really well played. That was a really, really nice kill there. They get a lot of pressure, a lot of gold off of that. Here's Jazz coming in the top lane. Hard to gank Mordekaiser. Let's see how this goes. Does still have ult. He is going to ult, and that's probably a dead buy. I've seen this one before as a jungler. Yep. I love playing against Mordekaiser, huh? So fun. Just really interactive. Well, that was one ability. It just negates everything. As the Mel support is having a hard game this game. It's just so squishy. It's just hard to do anything. Also, especially with paired with like Kaisa, I don't really get that. Like every time I envision the Kaisa, I envision like a Rel, you know, something to engage with it. But Mel does literally the exact opposite for Khan. And Mordekaiser, about to do Mordekaiser again, as that is a dead Orin. And probably a dead Vi. Nice Mel reflect. And Mel has to flash out. And Vaya also had to flash. It's going to be mid tower down. Very nicely done. Eric, 29 in the jungle, having a much better game this time around. He's really having an impact on the map. Go ahead and take a look at the gold now. Top lane, you got a 1.2k gold lead on Mordekaiser. Jungle, you got a 1.6k gold lead on Vi. But the only worry there is Vi's useless. So, dead even in the mid lane. And you got about a 1.2k gold lead on Lucian. And about an 800 gold lead on Nami. So, really, gold lead is, you know, the reason why it's anywhere close right now is because of the Vi. So, we'll see if what I'm saying is just completely wrong. And the Vi just absolutely goes crazy here. But. And I love Vi too. It's funny because I said the exact same thing about Diana last game. Play both the champions all the time. As TF is very dead, and that is definitely going to be a dragon over to the side of CR. So in theory, still anyone's game, despite the kills looking very one-sided. It's definitely still anyone's game, as it is only a 1.6k gold lead, which is really not much. Nice damage. Sejuani ult does go wide, but they're still going to go ahead and do quite a bit of damage. Sejuani getting low and does flash out just in time. And is oh, nice. The AoE splash from the E of Vi does take out Sejuani. And on the end of the day, it's a 2-for-1 for the side of CR. Lucian chased down Kaisa in the back of that fight. So not too much happening here. This might just be one of those games where... Oh, as I say that, Herostratus gets found in the jungle. They are going to go on this. I don't know if they're going to have quite enough damage, but actually Kaisa is going to die. Some might say, hey, that's the jungler's fault. What the heck is Vi doing? But in my opinion, why are you there, Kaisa? Don't follow me up. That's what I always say in ranked. When someone's threatening to end my life or something because they died on the behalf of one of my plays. I'm like, bruh, just don't follow. Stone G, looking for some damage there. As they are going to try to attempt to gank the Mordekaiser once again. And the exact same thing will happen. Oh, Mordekaiser could have played that flash a little bit better and probably could have killed the Kaisa. But either way, the Mordekaiser doing Mordekaiser things. And Aurora is about to do Aurora things as she gets a great ult. Kills one, kills a second. Can they get a third? So Sejuani going to be able to take one more tower shot. Great tank. Now he's in trouble, though. But does TF do any damage? He does. Okay. So he's able to take him down. But overall, a nice little play. They keep trying to gank this Mordekaiser, but really no one can survive in his realm. So it's like almost impossible to do anything. Which is why that champion is so annoying. As the dragon's going to be taken, let's see how the fight goes afterwards. Burn's getting very low in the front line. They still haven't taken the dragon. What's going on here? No one's hitting the dragon except for the Sejuani. And Aurora's in the backline, but she's going to instantly go down as well. Look at the team fighting from WTF. A great Auron ult. 2 flashes out from with the bot laners of CR, and that's going to be a dead Sejuani too. And actually a TP from behind by TF, and that is going to be potentially a dead Stone G, but not quite. Dodges the cards, and he's out of there. So great fight. They found a fight. I'm not sure what was going on there. No one was hitting the dragon except for the Sejuani. So they could have definitely finished it quicker and maybe could have been able to do something there, but I'm not sure. And then Mordekaiser got a little bit too far forward without ults, as his ult's up now. And then Aurora tried to go 1v5 in the backline, but that didn't work either. Multiple words going down. Still a 3K gold lead after that. They got one more dragon until Mountain Soul. That's going to be a massive thing because, like I said, I don't think... I mean, if they get Mountain Soul, I don't see any chance they'd lose this game. They just don't have any damage on the side of WTF, so I just don't see how they get through a Mountain Soul. Uh-oh. They're circled up and brought down, and I like the idea from Eric 29, but no follow-up on it. On the Nami wave there. Caress looking for something, and they do find the... everyone's just dead. Kais is probably not going to get out here. Oh, she flashes. She will get out, and Scott Pilgrim will not. Nice play. That should be an inhib. If they want to go Baron, though, they could. See what they prioritize here. I would say either is fine. We'll go ahead and pick up the inhib, which will prepare them to be able to get the dragon. And Snark getting a little bit far up, and oh my gosh, the Lucian damage is crazy, and they are all having to flash. That's probably a dead Kaisa, yep, from the burn. And now they could probably go Baron, honestly, just right off the back of that. See what they decide to do here. Man, the damage is crazy with all the money they have. And Vi is here looking for something. Oh no, surely they don't give him an angle. Sure. Oh my gosh, he went over the wall. No. My gosh. The fact that it was even that close is scary. 20 went over the wall. And the Vi went into the pit. Switch spots there. A little scary. Like, what do you even do against this thing? Level 17, I mean, even if you send someone, it literally does nothing. I mean, you just literally can do nothing against this. Pushing minion waves, like with Baron. I swear this guy could just literally push the entire way into their base, and there's nothing they could do. Mordekaiser's just chilling because he knows at any point it's really just a 1v1. And Stratos. Oh my gosh, bro, this Mordekaiser is literally just 1v3 over here. They can't even stop him from getting the tower. Champion is crazy. I don't even blame WTF. Like, really, WTF you supposed to do against that? Oh my gosh, everyone's just dead. Well, I think this has kind of been a tale of two games, and actually, I wouldn't even say that. It's been a tale of two drafts. CR got completely draft capped in game one, and then WTF followed up with picking in Vi, TF, Mel support, and said, we can give you one as well. So both teams, in my opinion, had terrible drafts. And that's not even Flame. That's just like, I mean, I'm sure they would also look back at this and be like, yeah, maybe not the best picks. Especially like someone like Lelouch, someone really good on enchanters, and then you put her, I mean, I'm sure she plays Mel because I'm sure not first time yet or anything, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the point of Mel support. And then you also pick the Kaisa, which wants to do something completely different than the Mel. And then the TF also just doesn't fit in there. Like, it's just kind of confusing. Like, Vi's go in, Kaisa's go in. TF is, I don't even know how to describe him. Mel's definitely not. It's just kind of all over the board, which is literally exactly what we drafted against them. So no team is immune to a bad draft. whether it's something that, you don't expect them to play, like Sejuani, maybe that like caught them off guard, like, oh crap, they might be flexing it, or I don't know, something like that. Or I don't know. I guess it was just the Nami that caught him off guard or something, because they picked the Nami, then they instantly locked the Mel. I don't know if that was like a flex and they decided, it's not good mid or what, but just don't love it. Whoa, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have a coach here? Yo, how do I get a coach for my team? Can you have a coach in the draft? Like while you draft? I'm curious on that. I'm gonna go look it up. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm just curious in my own curiosity. Coach. Holy moly, there's actually a portion for it. During the draft and in pregame lobby, teams are allowed one coach. What the? To join them in their Discord channel? Bro, the coach can assist with draft strategy and last minute advice prior to the game starting. That's actually OP, dude. I'm gonna make friends with the challenger or something. Let us help us draft a little bit. Completed and the game is loading. Anyone not playing the match must leave. This includes coaches, managers, and non-player captains. Interesting. Where else does it mention coach? Wait, what? Is that not the same thing that we just read? Oh, yeah. Very interesting. Now I'm kind of curious. Do they... I wonder if they drafted their coach or not. I'm gonna check this out, this game. Game 2. I guess they haven't made a game 3 yet. They probably haven't decided what sides they want. Oh, was that game 3? Oh, it is game 3. Okay. They did decide WTF is going to red side, so they're going to switch sides for the first time. Please let me coach, please. I just want to talk to Bradley. Absolutely, dude. We'd love you. I mean, that's a good question. What are the rules on that? Can you have a player that is on a different team be your coach? I don't see anything in the rule books on it because there's only literally one line pretty much about coach. So I don't see why you couldn't. So yeah, I'll reach out to you. I'll DM you. I'm gonna keep my eye on this. I want to see if they're using their coach in their draft or not. That'd be pretty interesting. They might be the first team to ever do that in the beer league. Maybe I've seen like 1 or 2 teams before use a coach like during draft. Is like I said, it's not against the rules or anything. It's just unique. Most people do not have coaches. All right. Well, while we're waiting, unless they just ready it up. No, they didn't. I want to see what other matchups we got coming up here. Are any of them actually important is the question. So this week we got, that's not a matchup, D Dot versus IQ. That is actually a pretty important matchup. IQ's sitting right here, Dot sitting down here. So, I mean, that would be a 2-game-ish jump, if that makes sense. Could be a 2-game swing either way. Nord versus 2 means literally nothing. Bro, if I don't see some crazy picks here, because they're both eliminated already, There better be some wild picks in this game. That's all I got to say. And then next week, War versus PDX. That's got some standings, meaning, but not a whole lot. FF versus IQ does have a lot. They're both right next to each other in the standings, so that's going to be an important one to see. It's one of those ones. Do you throw the game if you intentionally want a different, matchup? Game 1 or round 1, I should say. And then Nord versus Jat means nothing because they're both unlimited. Rock versus Dot versus Rock doesn't mean much. Unless this is real. I don't think it is. I think they're 2 games behind, so it's too late. Unless Dot loses this week against IQ, and then Rock already won. So no, it wouldn't mean anything. But how do they only have 10 games? I don't know. Someone put it in the Discord. Let's see. So they were 2 games behind coming into week. Oh, did this go in? Wait, when did he put this? December 1st. Did Rock already play this week? December 2nd. So they should have 4 wins here. Not sure what happened there. So they have 4 wins right now, and Dot has 5. So actually, this could mean a lot. This could actually be a playoff deciding. Is that right? Because let's say they tied. So if Dot loses this week and then Rock wins next week, they would be tied for series wins at 5. But there's actually a lot of people that could be at 5. Does every game matter? But they're so far down in game wins. Even if they got a 2-0, they still wouldn't be able to. No, so they're out. Rock's out, I'm pretty sure. Because even if were tied at 5-5, even if they got 2 more wins, unless there's like wins not accounted, which totally could be the case because there's been some wonkiness with this whole schedule thing. Let me go double check that. Let me check their wins this time. So this is saying they have 7 wins. Yeah, that's accurate. But they should have 9 wins in 4. So actually, there is a chance for Rock. And I feel like we should really update this like ASAP, because if I'm a team down here, like if I'm a team down here, I'm doing it myself. I'm just going through like this entire thing and making my own standings and tracking it myself because I want to know what I need to do to get in. But I feel like this should really be updated like ASAP. I feel like this is pretty important before playoffs. Like it really doesn't even matter once you get into playoffs. Like this is the only time it matters. Like right here, right now, these past 2 weeks. So could be smart to update that. Just gonna throw that out there. And honestly, if anyone needs me to, I can calculate it to myself and send it to whoever. But I mean, clearly, Nightmare. I think it was Nightmare. Yeah, Nightmare already calculated it. So, or most of it. So the draft. So we got CR sticking with the same 3 bands on the right side. They are going to take out. What did they take out this time? They took out something that they'd banned twice in a row. Yasuo. So they'll leave the Yasuo open. Very interesting. And they banned out Nocturne. Very interesting. So Nocturne's banned, Yasuo left open, Tristana banned again. And they were going to first pick Leona, which kind of like I mentioned game 1, I think it was. First pick in your bot lane, not a terrible idea. And they're going to pick up a Emilio and a Viego. I like the Emilio. Emilio's a strong pick. Viego with Emilio seems like it would be pretty decent if you had to ask me. And then on the left side, they're going to pick up Corki and Elise. Corky and Elise. And then I could pick up a Sivir. Sivermelia, that seems kind of annoying. What would be the most hype first round playoff match in your opinion with the current standings? Oh, I'll absolutely answer that in just a second. Top 4 seeded teams select the teams they want to play against. Yep, I love that format, by the way. I think that's a really fun format. So it is not necessarily first seed versus 8th seed. Yeah, I do really like that. I think it actually gives, because before it was like, okay, everyone makes the playoffs. It really doesn't matter. Like, okay, but we'll take a step back. I played like in like 10 plus seasons in the beer league, and it used to be literally every single team played the entire regular season, and every single team made the playoffs. Always irked me, because what's even the point of the regular season if everyone makes the playoffs? Like, I mean, it was for fun, clearly, but I don't know. It just didn't like I think one time we had like I swear it was like an 18 or like 26 week regular season. I mean, it was like wildly long. Or it was like 21 week or something regular season, and then into the playoffs. But every single person made it to the playoffs. So it was like, wait, we just played 21 weeks for what? So I like how they do elimination now. That makes a lot more sense to me. And then I also like how they are incentivizing seed 1 with like, with the fact that you can actually pick your opponent. Like, there's actually a benefit to being seed 1. Because, you know, before, like, okay, cool, I made the playoffs, but it really doesn't matter what seed I am, because at the end of the day, you know, whatever. Like, I'll just face whoever I want to face. But now it's like, okay, now I get to choose strategically who I want to face. So I really like the changes that they've done. So bravo to those men and women who run the beer league, whoever they are. And the other bands are going to be Malphite and Katarina, going after Cressa's Katarina. And then Singed and Urgot. And on the right side, it's going to be Lysandra. It's going to be picked up. And on the left side, it's going to be a Mundo picked up for the top lane. Bernie taking over for Slamurai. Show them how it's done. And a Vladimir. No, surely not. It's not a Teemo. It's Yone. So this could be a Mundo mid. Very strong chance it's Mundo mid. Reason I say that is because Bernie plays Yone a lot. And I've never seen Cress play Yone. Not to say he doesn't play it. I just don't keep up with Cress a whole lot. So if I had to guess, that's probably a Yone top and a Mundo mid. And a... Oh my. All right, we're getting spicy here with this one. A Riven locked in. You know what? You gotta respect that. Riven R5. Pulling it out. I assume, I don't even know if the Riven knows who he's going against. So that's a crazy pick. I would assume he thinks it's Dr. Mundo for sure. And like I said, I was not a strong, but a small scent that it maybe could not be Mundo top. But wow, okay. Let's see. Riven matchups. Riven counters. Why did he pick that? Is he super good into Yone? So actually they might know what's going on here. They might know it's Yone. So let's see if they switch Bernie to mid. In that case. Where does Mundo land on this list? Mundo, 48%. Well, this should be an interesting one. Riven is not a champion you see it very often. And while we wait, I'll be right back. All right. Now time to get to the question in the chat. Ugh. What's the most hype matchup I could see? Let's see. Let's look at these ratings really quick. I mean, it's honestly hard to say because there's so many seeding things that could change that it's like who's going to be the fourth team. But let's say it literally sticks with these top 4 teams right now. In that case, and let's just say it sticks with these 4. Dot being the last team in. Ooh, I think a juicy matchup would probably be FF15 versus IQ, which is literally exactly what we're about to see here in week 13. But I think that would be a really good matchup. They know each other in real life. I think it would be like a pretty close series. I think that might be the best matchup. I mean, right after that, I would say like maybe like Win in Rome versus, I don't know, dude. It's always hard to say because like, I mean, like we haven't really lost many games this season, and really neither have any of these top 3 teams. So it's like in the first round, like are all 3 of these teams just going to absolutely destroy whoever they play? There is a higher likelihood, clearly. So it's hard to say like if that's a spicy match. That's why like my first response is like definitely like, you know, whoever's 4th seed against like whoever else is. I think that's probably the easiest answer. But if it's not that, then I would say Win in Rome versus Dot, because our top laner on Win in Rome knows some of the players on Dot in real life. So I think if there's real life rivalry going on, that always adds, you know, a little spice. So yeah, that would have to be my answers. What do you guys think? What would be the spiciest matchups? Let me hear them. Also, I guess we should probably go over draft now that spectator delay is about to kick in. So, draft. I have no idea what to think about Riven. No idea. I mean, the Yone, let's see where it got picked. It did get picked top lane. They will probably move it to the mid lane. They will probably switch lanes. So, let's just say that they are going to, in fact, switch Bernie to mid lane and Crest top. Man, I don't know. These are some weird teams. If I had to put my money on it, I get a feeling CR is going to win this. I'm going to be honest. I get a feeling CR might win this. This is the least confident I've been because I think these are just the most maybe unique drafts so far. I mean, you don't see Lissandra often. You don't see Riven often. Silver, Viego, and Emilio all scale fairly well. On the left side, I mean, they don't really... I mean, Elise doesn't scale that well. I mean, they do scale, but I guess I'm talking about the jungle and bot lane. Corki scales okay. I don't think he's, like, crazy or anything. But just looking at lane, like I feel like it would be hard for Corki Leona to kill the Sivir and Emilio. So I'm going to give that edge to the bot lane of WTF. Elise and Viego. Elise definitely wins that hard early, I would assume. And then Yone into Lissandra. I don't know, but if I had to guess, I would probably say Yone wins that. And then Mundo into Riven feels like it's probably Riven favored, but I have no idea, honestly. I mean, we already looked that part up, but I guess it just in general, like, I don't know. I honestly have no idea, but if I had to put if I had to put my money on it, I'm going CR here. That's my guess. I'm going CR here. Bernie just absolutely carries. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, the perfect timing. IQ versus PPP. That would be a pretty dope matchup too, yeah. I feel like it's going to be the 4th seed against whoever they play. Is pretty much what I think. Let's go CR. Is Trev endorsed? Lock it. I will be at 49.1K on it right now. Yeah, someone's got to make a poll. I have no idea how to do it, or else I totally would. Actually, is this how you do it? Let me look at it now. No. I don't see it on the moderator view, unless it's like some like very small feature somewhere. I don't know. I tried. Got a lot of pinging going on here. Got some Leona pings, some Mundo pings, some good lucks in the chat. And here we go. I hear IQ wins playoffs. Ooh. That would be a story. I mean, look, you guys have the talent. I mean, if you remember preseason, I voted you guys #1. But you know, you guys are still connecting the dots here. I believe though, once you guys get it going, I think you guys have a lot of skill on that team. Wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world, that's for sure. Start of the oven for cookies, by the way. Chipotle and cookies. What a night. What a night. Can't ask for much more. Actually, a solo queue win streak. That'd be nice. So early game, we got Elise. Oh, baby. Here comes a cheese gank of the century. They're going 3 camp into a gank. It is kind of calculated, but he does get off the E. Is it going to be enough? He's going to have to prompt the flash. He does flash. Didn't see the cocoon where it went. It might have went into the spell shield of Sivir. But let's see how Viego reacts here, because he just realizes that, okay, Elise is bot. He is going to start moving into the jungle. Let's see what happens here. Elise got a quick back off, so he might only lose 1 camp from this, which honestly isn't the end of the world, considering Emilio lost both sums and Sivir lost cleanse. But actually, Sivir is just flashing in. Oh, gets stunned. Does he have enough damage? Yes, he does. It's going to be first blood. Stone G flashes. Does he have enough damage now? Yes, he does. And he might actually take down both here. Don't think the Emilio can outduel him. Yep. It is a double kill. So the Elise gank majorly pays off here as he only loses 1 camp from that. And honestly, tempo-wise, it's not even that good for Viego. And oh boy. Actually, okay, so they did put Bernie top lane into the literal worst matchup for Yone. That's why they picked Riven. And he solo kills him at level 4. That is never a good sign. And he used both sums. And he has Ignite. I like the exhaust take from Yone. It's pretty smart. And a flash out of the Mundo. And this is very interesting game so far. I'll say why I mean that in a second. But This looks like a dead Riven again because he has no sums. He is dead, and Hero Stratus is going to be the next to fall. He is like 1 HP already, and he is also dead. Now, Sivir does pick up 1, picks up 2, maybe a 3rd. No. It's so interesting. Yone is actually a terrible match. Okay, no, okay. I thought they were switching the Riven in out of the Yone, which would just be so funny because literally Yone's worst matchup. So we got some Fed members here so far. We got Sivir with 3 kills. Got Corki with 2, Elise with 2. Yone has 1, and a pretty large farm lead already. And a gank. It's a full-on battle here as Melio goes down. And nice gank by Elise. Another battle going on actually here in the chat. A love battle. Between Nectar Risen and Rehi. I think that's French. Rehi. And Viego is looking, he might find 1 camp, as Elise might not go all the way. Nope, he will go all the way, and he will see him, and this might be a dead Viego. If he gets knocked up, he's definitely dead. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm saying, bro. Bernie carries this. That's 2 kills for sure. Riven's just dead. Wait, Cocoon? Why did it take so long to get out of the cocoon? But it should still be a dead. I believe they tower dive him here. I mean, Elise, no. Wow, very interesting. If I was the Elise, I would definitely tower dive right there. Get it? Eric's a little scared. And Bernie just doing his thing up here. They will look to go ahead and turn on this dragon. Now, at least from all this ganking is pretty far down on CS. About 2-3 camps down. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a bit in the jungle this early on. And Sivir is going to get engaged on and does spell shield the stun. And we actually are going to get a counter engage here. Stoneji doesn't get stunned, which is a pretty big deal, and Hero Stratus does ult in. Eric turns around to give him a stun, and that is going to be the end of that, but we'll see what happens to this Elise as Elise walking through the river. Can I not click on someone? Dang. Okay. And see if they go ahead and try to start up this dragon. Looks like WTF is interested in it again. Maybe they're just trying to defend it. They do have a ward on him. Let's see what they go ahead and try to do. They're not going to do anything. But really good information there is Leona and Elise are sitting on their ward. Scrubs are going down here. Let's go ahead and look at the individual gold leads. See what's going down. So got a massive gold lead in the top line already. 1.3k gold lead for the Yone, who's supposed to be countered by Riven. And then you got a 500 gold lead for Elise. You got a 300 gold lead for Mundo. You got a 200 gold lead for Sivir and a 200 gold lead for Leona. So really the only like massive gold lead is top lane so far. Honestly, I kind of want to go back and see what happened. How did the Riven die? I wonder if it was just like an outplay or a misplay or what. Here Stratus barely gets out there. Oh yeah, that's tilting. Gotta hate when that happens. Can't get that one last auto attack off. And Elise might be in trouble here actually. It's gonna, yeah, misses the flash shoot. That is a tilting series of plays there for Mr. Elise. Ooh, and Yone doesn't get the knockup, but Riven actually goes back in and is going to die for it. I'm going to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and go back all the way back to the first Riven kill. I'm just curious on what happened here. I don't think we saw it. Is this a misplay or what? No idea why Riven's supposed to win the matchup anyways, but I'm just curious on how this went. Oh, he predicted the dash back. He just held his flash too long. Did he exhaust there or no? He did. The exhaust came up clutch too. Exhaust is so crazy. Yeah, exhaust him here. Honestly, the exhaust didn't even do much. The Riven didn't even attack back. As Mundo is going to try to escape with his life. And Elise will pick up a kill, and that will be it for now. We're going to try to get back to live and hopefully not run over a bunch of things. And we will not. Cool. Alright, so the next dragon going down here. Some good damage from Yone. So it's actually, that was on the first dragon, very late first dragon there. So if we see a soul, it's going to be very late in the game. So the game's really slowed down here. Let's see what happens here. They're going to try to dive. They're going to see the Viego. This should turn into a fight, I would assume. It will, but nope. Nothing long term. Just a friendly hello. This Quirky is all alone, and they know that now. So they're going to start trying to stack up these plates. Just a massive gold lead in the top lane now, probably, because I mean you got the 2 kills, but then at the same time he's up 70 farm right now. And a pretty big lead in the jungle too, 17 farm for Viego. Oh, wow. Great trade by Side of Stone G. That just kind of... two ADCs just auto attacking each other. Really, not much to say there. But just better auto attacking by the side of CR as they gets the trade in a 2v1. Oh man, Mundo is just going crazy. They're starting to build up a bit of a gold lead here, especially once this mid turret goes down. They're gonna be rolling. Some pings on the way. Does stun both. Ults the Leona. Great ult flash from the Leona to get out. Some big cooldowns from both sides going out real quick. And oh nice. That at least buys enough time as it goes up in the air to survive. And the Riven gets 2 in that engage. Great engage by the Riven. And all of this while the Corki is pushing bot. So we'll see how much he can get there because his entire team has just died. He will get an entire tower. It's pretty good.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But side of WTF will also get a whole tower.
Has been destroyed.
See how much gold Corki has? About 1,000 in the pocket. Gold leads looking like 1.2k in the top lane for Yone. Got a 1.2k gold lead in the jungle for Elise. Got a about 600 gold lead for the Mundo and the mid lane. So all of top side's winning for the side of CR. In the bot lane, you got a 1.4k gold lead for Sivir, which is going to be really their win con here. Yeah, that's it. A flash out of Viego. He's got to get out of there because he's getting low. Corki doing quite a bit of damage. The Riven tries to go in. Leona misses her engage. And the Yone does not. And that is a dead Riven. Going doing some damage. Stone G gets caught out. This could be a really big catch, and it is. Or he's going to go down. Oh, Eric, both the Erics behind the play, but not much they can really do here except for run. Maybe buy some time. As Bernie gets caught out too. What is the positioning here from CR? It seems like both of these times when it's come to team fight time, it's just kind of all over the place. Yeah, so just very disjointed there from CR. First, their ADC is too far. And then Bernie gets too far. And I mean, they didn't lack vision. They kind of knew where they are, I'm pretty sure.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, I forgot to look if the. I just remembered I don't know why I remember this, but I forgot to look if their coach was in the draft or not. Dang it. I was just curious. They see Bernie. They're going to try to get a pick here, and he's going to ult out, and he's out of there. Actually, go back in for damage. I like that. I was thinking Lissandra might ult him there, and they might just bait him, but not quite. Lissandra doesn't fall for it. Nectarish! Subscribed for 5 months, currently on a 3-month streak. Welcome back. A lot of damage coming out here as Eric29 will fall, and so will Bernie. Honestly, I need to watch that one back. I'm not even entirely sure how we got into this situation. So we're pushing. They go over 1 ward. They go over 2, and okay, at least just gets caught out. They think they have an angle on the Lissandra. They don't, and he pays for it. And let's see what happens here. They do have a TP coming in, so they're actually going to stop. They're going to stop the Otacon. That's a pretty big stop, considering how that started. Your jungler and your top laner dying. But because of the TP, Riven is going to get that top tower. So there are still consequences. Another fight breaking out here mid. As Bernie is already down. Wow, they just destroy Bernie. A great engage by Scott. He's going to get the Sivir and a nice flash by Steven Demon. It's our Speed Demon. And, man, it's just the team fighting difference here in this game. With 2, I would say, pretty evenly drafted comps. It's just not the cohesion for... Oh, my gosh. Okay. That's some damage. Nice trade back. But, yeah, the cohesion for CR is just not there. It feels like Bernie and Stone G specifically are having some hard times in this series alone about getting caught. It seems like every fight, one of the 2 of them, if not both of them, get into a precarious position where they just can't fight because they're already dead. Oh, nice try from the Elise. I really respect that attempt. It could potentially turn this. A great Leona ult. But they just don't have anything to follow up with. No Leona ult. Everyone's going to die here. Yeah. So that is a massive swing right there. And it's really just come down to these team fights. I mean, I feel like they're playing the fights, or I'm sorry, the laning well and everything. But yeah, when you just can't team fight, or you just never get the chance to team fight, 5v5, it's kind of hard to win. And that is going to be a dragon down for the side of WTF. On to their second. Let's look at the gold leads real quick. You got top lane. You got about a 1K, 800 gold lead now for Yone, so he's really started to fall off here. 1K gold lead for Viego. You got a 500 gold lead for Lissandra. So all of their leads now are gone on the top side of the map. And you got just a massive canyon, 4K gold lead in the Sivir alone. And then a 300 gold lead for the Milo. And a lot of damage coming out here, but just no one is able to finish off anyone except for the Elise does get the Sivir. And it's actually going to start walking out here. He might actually escape with his life somehow. And wow, okay, 1 for 1. Really good trade. At least maybe not the first person you would want it on, but definitely probably not the... he actually might be the last, except for Leona clearly, but... And Caress in a bit of a situation here as he's going to get stunned up, and his health seems to be dwindling quickly, but not quick enough. This would be an interesting gold graph game. Just looking at the gold graph. So we got 2 minutes until the next dragon. Baron is up. Don't really see either teams just starting it. But, who knows? Man, it's crazy because it's like this is the same game as when the Mundo was pushing mid, all about to get the tower. And I was like, man, this is looking pretty good for CR, and then now we're here, and they still haven't gotten the mid turret. And that was 10 minutes ago, probably more. A lot has changed. And just another engage, and another just absolute wipe. It seems like WTF just really does play the mid game really well. They got a lot of team cohesion in what they're trying to do. I mean, they're just looking really good. Because here, I mean, they're down quite a bit early, and it just doesn't even matter. Zundo does get the top turret, and he's going to try to walk out of there, but I don't think that's going to work. They have a lot of CC just between those two people. And he is down. Corki hasn't felt very great. Honestly, I'm really never a fan of Corki, to be honest. Got an engage here from Bernie. Just looking for some type of angle. As on the other side, at least is catching out Speed Demon, but he is actually not the one that got out. Speed Demon doing way too much damage, and so is the side of WTF as they are going to get another kill, and here comes another one, and this is going to be the game. So well played. Really well played. I mean, I figured this was going to be a pretty good series. I didn't think either team was just going to get absolutely smashed. Drafting, a little rough, game 1 and 2. And then game 3, I would say more even. And WTF showed off why they are still undefeated. As they're just really good mid-game. I mean, there's really not much else to say. Mid-game fighting. They're very coordinated, so that's really all you need. But well played. So what that means, and not to say I was rooting for their downfall or anything, but what that does mean is go to seasons. We go to what it means is goodbye CR. And the reason why it doesn't look like that is because, well, how does CR have one more game than us? We've already played this week. Oh, because they haven't had a bye yet. That's right. We have. So what this means is we control our own destiny here at Win in Rome. If we win next week, we get seed 2. If we don't, then potentially we can. How would that work? We're guaranteed seed 3. So if we win next week, we can get seed 2. If not, then CR holds on to it. But that guarantees WTF as the number 1 seed. So good series. Fun one to watch. Back and forth. 3 games. Pretty much checked off all the boxes that you'd want it to check off. Let's look at the damage here. 47k coming out from Snark. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. His gold lead at the end of the game, 7k by himself. That's pretty good. I am interested to see what this gold graph looks like, though. Because man, oh man, did CR throw their lead. Actually, let's start at the first game. Let's see what this gold graph was like. Very one-sided, probably. Yeah. Yeah, until like 17 minutes, it was looking like, pretty even. And then, boom, 17 minutes hit. And then went crazy. And then here, kind of similar, like pretty even really throughout most of the game. And then 5k gold is pretty big. So really until like 20 minutes. And things just started to get out of hand. And then the game that we just watched is this one. Let's see how this gold graph looks like. Yep. So they're up 3K gold lead, and then within the span of 5 minutes, it became even, and then with a span of another 5 minutes, they were up 5K. So an 8K gold swing in 10 minutes. That is what you call a throw. But it happens because, my goodness, do I throw all the time. But I really did think Sierra might have that one at the beginning. But yeah, just mid-game they were outplayed. But that's always a good one, because when it is a close game and then you get into mid-game and you lose, that can be a really good VOD review. Because that is really where the team macro and coordination comes into play, and that's where you can really improve as a team on a VOD review. Whereas, like, if someone's just getting blasted in lane, it's kind of hard to review that. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to say? Like, hey, you just suck? Like, not much to say there. Like, hey, you got gapped. Sorry. So it's a good one to VOD review. I honestly, game 1 and 2, not much there to VOD review either team. I think VOD review the draft, and that's pretty much it. So, but GG's to both teams. WTF takes firm control and secures number 1 seed in the beer league. So they'll get the first pick at who they want to play in the playoffs here in 2 weeks. And then CR opens up the door for my team, Win Rome, to take number 2 seed, as we have less losses than them currently. And that's it. That is it. So have a good night. We will see you sometime soon, probably. Let's see. When is the next game? It feels like there's a game of like every single week this season, which is great. Or so every single day. So it's the 4th right now. Any games on the 5th? Got one on the 6th. Got another one on the 6th. 7:30 and 8:30. What is that, Sunday? Saturday? And then we're going on the 7th. So only weekend games. Last one of the week. So, yep. GG's and have a good night. Peace.